operating in a way because he think he the man because he laid the pipe down and gave her a child. Her insecurity is that I never felt myself like this before, so now I'm showing everybody, I'm showing the world how I feel about myself. I'm gonna put the ass out in the dress. What happened is in that scenario that the moment revealed the insecurities. Now, answer the question. Is checking your woman's behavior the ultimate sign of insecurity? No, it's not. What it actually is the ultimate sign of protection from the man.
That's right.
He is protecting her. He's protecting her integrity. He's protecting the way she's putting herself out there, because the man loves through protection.
Tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. Couple things I know, couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my problems, I can tell you my sins, I can tell you my problems. I'm uncomfortable in my skin, I'm uncomfortable with my ends, I'm uncomfortable with my friends, I'm uncomfortable with my drinking, I'm uncomfortable with my thinking, I'm uncomfortable with my ways, I'm uncomfortable in this space, I'm uncomfortable on good days, I'm uncomfortable on bad days, I'm uncomfortable with my soul, I'm uncomfortable with my heart, I'm uncomfortable with myself, I'm uncomfortable with my heart, I'm uncomfortable with my thoughts, I'm uncomfortable with my feelings, and sadly I'm uncomfortable with healing. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes.
Ay, ay. Look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach. Gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot when they really more like quarter on me like a referee? Hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, shorter shape like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lane whip, but you a broke. Low class, no cash, certified lame. I've been getting to it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought two. Understand why your chick came, I'm just trying to figure why she brought you. I'm really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell them I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, ain't could tell us we great. Looking at like how do you figure unless you could talk about 8 figures. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be.
This is a deep question. First of all, I'm gonna say I think people's feelings they're always gonna find a way to justify. Like everybody has their own perception of what. I think everybody has their own perception of what a justifiable feeling is. Because if they explain it to you, they're gonna explain it in a way that they are justified. In terms of this question, I really think it's
hold on, dog. Hey, dog. That boy coming out the gate, dog. I'm gonna have to get. I gotta put a
I could fall in. Look at my last bit. Ain't got a tiptoe. I'm all in. Think on a level that can't fail. And I roll me a J with the hate mail. Been doing good on the merch sale. All this bread on me look like a bake sale. Tell her your was really good. I'll be really good on a jaw jack. Send an email about the bread. I'ma hit you back with the call back.
When you
for the rules, baby, get off of me.
And when you are at
Never
a
need no
peaceful
push, I
state
do it
with
all for
yourself
me.
and you're happy,
Keep a couple
listen,
real hitters, got them on call
happiness
for me.
is not pleasure. I need us to understand this. Happiness is the complete satisfaction with yourself. You are satisfied with who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Like people put the material things in front. You know what I'm saying? To make that contractual.
Yep.
And then after that, you're permitted to have my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be soft and kind and compassionate after you make $100,000 a year, and after you are 6'4", and after you are athletic.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Wait, Joe, you mean to tell me that in order for me to create some benevolence in my relationship, as far as kindness and politeness and submissive and willingness to just be kind to me, it's going to cost me a whopping $100,000 a year?
Whopping. A grand total, right?
A grand total.
Yeah.
What up? Welcome to the Maleroom. Maleroom Show. It's my job. Introduce the crew real quick. Let's do it. My man Rallo. My man JB the Gent. And I'm your chef. You know what I like to do. Let that beat drop. One more time. Ooh. Oh. Hey. All right. Pop it up again. Welcome to the Maleroom show. Everybody, what's going on? What's going on? What's popping? Happy Sunday to everybody. What's going on, fellas?
Doing good, man. How's it going, fella?
What's going on, brother?
Doing fantastic, man. I can't complain. The Colts win in overtime against the Tennessee Titans. We swept them this season, and first time since 2002. Okay.
Yeah.
The Lions beat the Saints.
You had a scare, but
again, another scary win. But I digress.
You need those wins, though. You need to grind those out every now and then, you know.
I predicted y'all to lose that game.
Keep predicting us to lose.
I wasn't trying to. Rollo, man, dang, dog.
I'm just saying, every time you predict us to lose, we end up winning. So keep doing it.
No, I did these predictions earlier this year, man. I'm just saying. I thought the Saints. I did, honestly. I thought the Saints were a little bit better than last year. So, you know, I figured they might get y'all some comp, which they did do, but they pulled off the dub, so it's all good. Anyway, sorry.
They 5-6 and first in their division, so that's bad.
Not the cap.
We're 5-7 now, thanks to us.
Yo, welcome to the Maleroom show once again. Let's go ahead and look at the chat real quick and see what's up with everybody. Yo, Sabrina LaShawn said, hello, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the live, and subscribe to the Maleroom Network. We definitely appreciate you. Sean Trees Hill in the business saying, hey, everyone, how you doing? How you doing? That's what's up. We got more people coming in. But you know how we like to do, man. Go ahead and move on with the show. So you know it's time for the funny. So we're gonna go ahead and get it popping real quick. Let's do it. Let's go. How was everybody's Thanksgiving, man?
Oh, Thanksgiving was lovely. Lovely. I had a great time with the family.
Had a great time with the family.
That's all it's about. Yep.
That's all it's about. You got a chance to fellowship. Did you eat good?
Oh yeah.
You ate good? All right.
Some baked chicken, mac and cheese, some greens.
Say it, sir.
We didn't do turkey this year. We just did some baked chicken.
No more baked chicken. Okay, that's different. That's what's up. But I like it. I like different. Yeah. Different is good. Jay, same. You?
Same old, man. Always gotta have a mac and cheese, right?
Yeah.
Gotta have a mac.
Jay, man. Hey, did you have the burger beans, man?
I did make the burger beans.
You made the burger beans? Okay. All right.
Man, I did.
I gotta go. I gotta come through to.
Man.
I gotta get some of that. The reason why I asked though is because I had a message.
Stops no more. I gotta stop at Jay House next year. Them burger beans.
You got to. You got to. I was asking because I had a message for everyone in the chat. I hope that if you in the chat, put a one in the chat if you had a good Thanksgiving. I had a message for everyone. I just wanted to show you this real quick. Okay. That's all.
Them leftovers gone. They gone, playboy. Them leftovers gone. They gone, playboy.
Them leftovers gone, playboy.
What's the deal this year, bro? Like, cause I've been on Facebook, right? And everybody just been telling people just throw the leftovers. Why is everybody so mad about leftovers this year?
Them leftovers gone. They gone, playboy. They
I've been seeing a lot I've been seeing a lot of posts discouraging people from their leftovers. I just don't understand it.
Them leftovers gone. They gone, Playboy. They gone.
I don't get it. Go home, Playboy.
Chandra put one in the chat because she had a good Thanksgiving. Some disagreement. Hey, dog. Indy had to put a one in the chat. She had a good Thanksgiving. Yo, man, I had to do it, dog. Hey, when I saw that, I was dying laughing, dog. Like, this boy Tony Baker is crazy, man. That is the funny. That is the funny.
Hey, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if your leftovers lasted more than a week.
I can't do that.
So let's see how that happens. Because everybody did not want.
Actually,
yeah. You said what?
Scientifically,
yeah. I mean, it shouldn't have been more than a week, but I know some people. But it was just like everything in social media. Was like a lot of posts. I say, y'all leave them leftovers alone. Like what?
Leftovers gone.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind man. Rallo's on you, though.
I don't mind. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Maleroom Show. I am your boy Rollo. You see my brother Tate Busy, my boy Jaboozy, all in the building. As always, man, we appreciate y'all for being here. We love the support, we love the love, and we give it back through our content and just the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for being here. Real quick, I want to shout out everybody that has been sending us videos for Maleroom Reacts. Y'all have been showing up and showing out. Thank y'all so much. Y'all making us work, and we love it. Thank you so much. So yeah, just keep hollering at us, man. For Maleroom Reacts, we appreciate y'all. But y'all know how we do. We're gonna do the ceremonial toast. Grab your drink, whatever you got. Grab your water, your juice, your wine, your liquor. And we about to get it going a little bit like this. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we have come together for conversation and camaraderie, discussing topics that are so relevant in society today, me and my brothers, and we are so happy to have you here. With that being said, as we
embark
on another round table that has become the Maleroom Show, let us never ever forget, my brothers, the foundation that is our Trinity. Salute.
Salute, my friend.
Coffee today.
Oh man.
Coffee Conversation, season 3.
Ooh, neck bone.
Season 3.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. That's some good topic. What happened? Say.
I said put a plug. He said coffee. I said Coffee Conversation, season 3 coming up.
Might be.
Plug. Yep.
Plug. Yeah, skill.
Plug.
Plug.
Come on,
skill.
Well, we got a good show for y'all today. Some really good topics. Some great conversation. So we're gonna dive right into it. Y'all ready, my boys?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Topic number 1 for the evening. This is a good one. Has social media taken away romance? Has social media taken away romance? Busy, get us going on this one, my boy. Okay, now.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Kenny G, ain't it?
Oh, Kenny. Yeah,
that was Kenny G.
Oh man, right? That boy grown. He said Kenny G, not Kenny L. Kenny G. I do reckon that it's one of the tools that we have used to debunk romance. If a man is romantic with a woman, he's a simp, and he's all kind of things, and he is caping for a woman that likes him, which is, I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, he's, and so I definitely think, this whole red pill community, YouTubers and stuff like that, you can't even be romantically interested in your woman, man. Otherwise, you're a simp. You shouldn't do it, and you doing the most and all that kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. If a woman you're involved with a woman, y'all in a relationship, she likes you, you like her, you love her, she love you, whatever the case may be, it's okay to be romantic with her. You have permission, fellas, men, you have permission to be romantic with your significant other. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think social media has taken away from the fact that it has become more of a place for just twerking and doing crazy little challenges and expressing your indirect feelings about someone. We all we don't know who you're talking about, but you talking about somebody, obviously. Those kind of posts, those indirect posts that I hate. It's just becoming a playground for just craziness. You know what I'm saying? I think that social media has taken it away because the users use it to take it away. You know what I'm saying? So it's a part of us as well. We are the ones who are utilizing this tool to take it away. You know what I'm saying? And so I think social media is one of the tools that has been used against us. Because you put a lot of hands on one thing, dog, and it can go all different type of ways. So social media has been a huge part of our society now in the last 15 years, I would say. So yeah, definitely it has taken away romance to me, from what I see, man. It's been romance has been misinterpreted. It's been it's all kind of things that's going on social media, going against it, and for some reason I don't understand why. So yeah, I do think that social media has taken away romance, the idea of it. If you have it, all you need is one post, one reel, and all of a sudden you want to dismember all your thoughts and include your other thoughts, other people's thoughts and stuff like that. You're influenced by other people and stuff like that. So yeah, I think so. I think it's one of the tools that have taken away romance for sure. That's my take so far.
Yeah, I agree. And then you got these dumbass lists coming up about where you shouldn't take people. And I know that's probably like before the romance stage, but still, like you
Boy,
just
linked
said,
that right to that.
Go ahead, man.
but still, I mean, the lists are more geared towards maybe the first base, and it's not really at the romance stage, like I said. But like you just said, Tay, if people are seeing these type of things, it just kind of takes away, kind of what me and you talked about yesterday, just the quality, man. Like it's all about quantity now. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are becoming so influenced by what they see on these sites and everything like that. In terms of male and female relationships, that is definitely going to distort your way of thinking about romance. You know what I mean? So I agree with everything you just said. It's crazy. When I saw that list, I was pissed. I almost threw my phone. But I'm gonna tell you why I almost threw my phone, because I am getting tired of the what's good enough versus what's not good enough based off one or two people's thoughts or opinions. You know what I mean? So it's really our choice to keep it going. You know what I mean? Are we gonna let this stuff influence us?
Like candlelit. Oh my bad.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Biz.
I was just gonna say one thing, like candlelit dinners and stuff. Like, if you take a woman out to a candlelit dinner, dog, it'll be a dude that thinks you're a simp for that. But she liked me though, and I like her. Like, so I don't understand. That's all I was gonna say. Like, just stuff like that. A simple candlelit dinner doesn't mean that you're gonna marry each other tomorrow. It just means that you create a moment together. You feel me? Like, it's nothing wrong with that. Man. That's it.
I just invited a nice young lady to my house, and we had a nice dinner. It was energy. You know what I'm saying? Shut up! Don't do that. I do cook, y'all.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do cook.
No. That's crap. No, you don't.
I was legit.
I don't cook as much as y'all, but I cook. Everybody out there, I cook.
No, you don't.
Okay, I do cook. I just don't cook as much as them. I do cook. She had a nice time. You can ask her. She had a nice time. She enjoyed my dish. She enjoyed the dish I made. It was fine. I ain't trying to impress y'all two with my cooking. I don't give a good goddamn.
What you make? What you make?
Let's go. Let's continue with the show.
I just ain't seen it.
Let Jay.
He asked me about my burger beans, so you already know I cook, right?
What you made, dog?
Huh?
What you make, man?
I made a spicy chicken and ranch dish.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm about to go with me this early, bro.
What you make? Sorry, dog.
Tay
opened the can, man. I was just smelling them up.
It was a spicy chicken and ranch. Sabrina, if you ain't here, Sabrina, It was a spicy chicken and ranch dish with a side salad, and we had some wine. Why we on me? Go, Jay.
Hey, man. All right, so to the uneducated people out there, what people kind of see is what they think is real, and they put all their definitions into that. The reason I'm saying that is because romance is an intangible thing. You know what I'm saying? And backing what Tay said, people look at romance as something tangible or something materialistic or something bought or something purchased, or not just something felt or something experienced. That's really what romance is. Yeah. And to the uneducated means the crowd that never really know anything about it, they will attach it to what they see, like roses petals from the damn car to the hotel, just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will see that and will call that romance. And if you're doing anything of that nature on the highest clarity, because money is everything, right? So on the highest clarity, if you're doing that, then that's supposed to be the substitution of romance, and it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Romance can be as intimate and as cheap as possible, and it have the best feeling in the world, depending on the two people. You know what I'm saying? And that's psychological, that's physical, that's emotional. That's emotional. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? That's not materialistic. So people look at, romance as a whole roses filling up the bedroom or stuff like that, and that's not necessarily that. It's the feeling. You know what I mean? It's the remote feeling. You know what I'm saying? Of the of the showing of the love and the attraction of somebody. You know what I'm saying? In a specific event, like Tay said, like in a candlelight dinner or something like that. So the essence of not knowing that type of shit will cause people to link it to some other stuff, like Rob said, like the list. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, the guys. And I think it's horrible. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, so social media is really packed with a lot of uneducated people on subjects. Mm-hmm. So. And you remember, it's a free will type of thing that you can just go ahead and say what you want to say, free speech and all that kind of on the platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to do. So a lot of uneducated people will go ahead and start putting prefaces on stuff they don't know about, and this is one of them. And this romance, this is a thing that has worked. People always want to throw shade and dirt on stuff that has worked because you don't know nothing about it. So, you know what I mean? And so the candlelight dinner is you know what I'm saying, can be a thing that could be done very easily. It don't take that much amount of money to do that. But the effort into it, like not ladies, a guy trying to learn how to make your favorite dish and perform it in a certain setting for you only is a romantic thing.
Talk about it, dog.
You see what I'm saying? That's a romantic thing. He ain't got to take you some 6-star facility to make it romantic. It's dedicated to you and you only. And if you ain't never felt that before or never seen it, how can you ever do it or know what it's about? And so they throw dirt on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's messed up. So yeah, so when we try in this day, and going back to what you said, Tay, when we try to do it now, it's like we're labeled as something. Because they standardize what love and romance should look like from a monetary, physical point of view. You know what I'm saying? And since that's so unaccomplishable for the, you know what I'm saying, to the everybody under the first 15%, then, you know what I'm saying, then everybody throws shade on if somebody want to implement that. Or you look like something. Or you a simp. And to a woman, it looks like that to you. If you want to do something romantic for your man, you look desperate. You look needy. You know what I'm saying? You don't look like, you know what I mean? Like to the woman too, not just the guy. The woman would look like that as well. So it's like, that's not fair. If these two cats is having their own experiences with their own relationship, and if the guy and or woman feels their opposite partner is doing something romantic for them, let their ass do what they want to do. That has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. This is why people keep their stuff private too. As I encourage that too. Keep your relationships private. Keep them off social media because all they're gonna do is put perimeters on your relationship and make another person feel some type of way about something that you can exclusively be doing for them and to make them feel some type of way, but they put it up against social media and it's not enough or it's something strange about it or there's a reason behind it and it's all this bull behind it. So yeah, man, I think social media has ruined that shit.
Yeah, romance is associated with love, excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's associated with intimacy, and so intimacy into me, see when someone sees you. Oh yeah, we're going there today. I had some rest. When they see you in a romantic way, and like he said something about the favorite dish that you like, and they make it, they are into you. They are trying to show you that how they feel about you, and they use romantic gestures to do so. It's just an accompaniment of what they feel already. It's just cherries and sprinkles on top of the ice cream. That's all it is. It's the toppings. Who don't want toppings? You go to ice cream parlor, you just going, some people want plain ice cream. That's cool. Some people like, you know what? I like sprinkles. I like peanuts. I like M&Ms. I like cherries. I like filling, whatever. Chocolate fudge. That's just to bring it. That's just to insinuate the essence of the ice cream. Just an analogy. Same way with love, dog. It's like romance is the topping on love. You know what I mean? You love somebody or you care about them, even if it's just care, which is nothing but just love. Even if it's care, it can be insinuated with romantic gestures. If you are in a relationship with someone and you like them, they like you, you love them, they love you, and they send you a romantic gesture and an intimate gesture, then that's okay. That's not simping. That's not trying to be a pick-me. That's not none of that stuff that social media is saying is the problem. No, it's not none of that. It is actually you bonding with someone and connecting with them. Again, social media has in a lot of ways allowed people, or I would say encourage people to disconnect with everyone that's even in your household. They got ceiling challenges, they got twerk challenges, they got all these challenges, and it's like, yo, can you just be at the crib with your family? Like, can you just do that? So
but it's crazy. Like, how can you disconnect with something if you never felt it? Intimacy and romance is something you got to experience to understand how it feels. You know what I mean? And there's people that are discounting it, not really having fully experienced it yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this kind of fuses both of y'all points, man. That's what social media is doing. You know what I'm saying? You haven't experienced this yet. So how do you know what it is? Has somebody randomly gave you flowers? Gentlemen, has a woman randomly dropped off a care package at your house? If you haven't experienced that type of stuff, man, how you know what it feels and how you know what it should be like?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's be adults, man. Like, social media, it is what it is. It ain't going nowhere. But are we going to continue to let it are we going to continue to let it just psych us out from what's real?
Right.
You know what I mean?
We rather connect with the world instead of each other. My bad. I ain't mean to talk over you.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
How you gonna know if it's real?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We rather connect with strangers in social media in the world to get likes and loves and smiley faces and all that kind of stuff instead of connecting with the ones that's in your proximity that actually care about you. You would rather and try to impress a mob of strangers instead of trying to impress the very person who cares about you on a daily basis. And I'm talking about people that are in relationships and marriages. You have somebody with you that cares about you for real, but you would rather take an hour or 2 hours of your day to disconnect from that person to connect with the world of strangers. It makes no sense.
Come on, man.
Makes no sense.
All the way down to people being on dates and private events on their phones. Like, it's
exactly what we talked about the other week.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Jay. I was just thinking that.
Like, I've seen friends do that. I've seen couples do that. I just be out and I look over and it'd be a group of friends or it looks like an official date and they're just on their phones. And it's like there's no connection whatsoever, and that's what social media is doing. That
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's no connection whatsoever. If you put down your phone just for a minute to experience the other person, man, you'll be better off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On negative or positive.
Yeah.
That don't mean you have to vet the person. You have to listen to them.
Yeah.
You might not like them.
Hello.
if you take social media out of your relationship, you might not like the person that you with.
Right.
I'm just saying, man.
You got a question
you
for me,
Sean Trees,
too. Put that up, busy.
Question for those. My bad. Go ahead.
You got to say. Go ahead.
For those who call people simps, are really just miserable are they just really just miserable, unhappy, and don't really know what it takes to show romance or what it is to really care or love for someone?
So you're asking our simps thinking that?
The people that call the ones that call people simps.
Yeah,
are they the ones that are just miserable and unhappy or don't know how to really care or love someone? I wouldn't say all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not all.
Good.
Let's put this. Let's put this in context. It is some simp Negroes out here. Okay.
Yeah.
And so simps are a specific thing. And like Jay said last season, I hate simp niggas.
I do, dog.
Hey, when you said that last season, I was
I'm one of them type of people. I was just about to say that because I said that last season. I'm one of those type of people that called out simps.
Simp. I was like, dang.
I'm not miserable and I'm happy. I'm just calling it as I see it.
Exactly.
Because simps do a certain thing intentionally. See, that's the people that I'm talking about.
And they're weak.
Like the people that have no connection with you.
Mm-hmm.
That learn something about you and want to do that to get closer to you. They're taking the simple method to get to you. That's a simp. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And so, for people that do that, I call them people out. And, at any time I get a chance to. Because that's not, you know what I'm saying? They're not authentically trying to get to know you. They're not authentically going through the angles. Because because, you know what I'm saying? You try to weave around the opposition. Like, you know what I'm saying? The opposition is, I might not like you. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is learn something about them so you can go around that. You know what I'm saying? And just keep doing that until you get their attention. You might not even get to the goal. It's just for the fact of I have their attention is what I'm aiming for, and I'm doing this by any means necessary. That's simple. And that's why they call them simps.
The main factor in that is that the other party don't like you.
Right.
They don't even like you like that. That's what make it the simp part too, just to go with what Jay said, is that you're doing that for someone who don't want you.
Right.
You drop it, you know what I'm saying? They don't even want you like that. So
you just said it though. Actually, in the last example you just made, the romance between two people that actually feel that way about each other, and one person is actually showing them in an event how they feel. That's what makes it romantic.
Exactly.
If the other person don't feel nothing for you,
and
you just doing romantic stuff, you're simplifying the situation. And that's what makes right. You know what I mean? So
I hope that answers your question, Chantrice, because like Tay said before, after he read it, it's not everyone. Like you see my brothers, they have a very conscious understanding of what a simp is. Other people who might call people simp, like we just said, have no clue about what romance is or what really caring for someone is. Those people might be unhappy. Those people might be jealous and not understanding of what this person is trying to do to gain the affection of somebody else. But it's kind of a thin line, as you can see, as we explain it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I do also 50% agree with that too.
Yeah.
Some people can have that friend. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's in your relationship. Like you have this person, your partner is trying to do something romantic with you, and you tell that friend, and that friend is like, he doing the most or she doing the most. So that goes against what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Are them people miserable and unhappy? There are people like that. Mm-hmm. There are people like that that'll dive into your situation. You know what I'm saying? And undermine it for the sake that they're not getting what you're getting on a jealous admiration type scenario.
There you go. Keyword.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Jealous admiration. Like, they want to be you and they can't, and they mad about it. But they like you. They might even love
admiration.
You. But they mad about it. You know what I'm saying? They can't be that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be like, you sure? Like, you gonna let him do that? Or, you know, stuff like that. That side note situation. So I agree with that. There's some people that are like that. But not everybody that calls the other people simps are miserable and unhappy. That's all we saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not everybody. Great topic. Way to start the show off, fellas. That was a good one. Shout out to the chat. Thank you for that question, Santrice. That was a good question. Thank you so much, man. We're gonna dive into topic 2. Before we do, I want to say real quick, we got Maleroom After Dark coming up, my peoples. Y'all know what it is, man. If you don't know, if you're new to our channel, Maleroom After Dark is probably our livest show of the season. We have a lot of fun. We have a panel, and we just let it loose. And we act, you know, of course we have some content, but it's really just us kind of showing appreciation to our fans. But I mean, not fans. I'm bigging this up. Our viewers. we allow them to come in on the panel, man, and we just chop it up and we have a good time. So we were doing something different this season. If you would like to join the panel, you have to make sure you email us at the Maleroom313@yahoo.com. Let us know that you want to be on the panel. We will give you the information you need so you can be prepared for it. This coming Wednesday is the last day we will be receiving emails for those that want to be on the panel. So if you would like to join us on the Maleroom After Dark show, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you hit us up at our email. Again, that's the Maleroom313@yahoo.com. And come holler at us, man. Maleroom After Dark coming up soon. Also, real quick, as y'all saw, we doing something different also with the Q&A. So if you have a question, just go ahead and post it in the chat. We're going to highlight it, then we'll get right to your question. You feel me? Yeah. Sure. All right, man. We're going to dive into topic 2. Do healed men see things differently and correctly? Do healed men see things differently and correctly?
Can I ask a question? What are we talking about healed men? What do you mean?
I was thinking that too. After we came up with this question, I was like, what are we basing it on?
A man that's not broke. A man that's not operating in broken. Okay. A man that's not operating in brokenness is healed.
Just broke, just overall brokenness.
Yeah, brokenness from anything. Relationship. We talk about relationships, so yeah, that would be
all right.
Yeah, somebody that's not damaged. I got you.
Not damaged at all. Go ahead, Jay.
No, sure. Yeah. Okay. Do they see things differently and correctly? Definitely. Can't always guarantee correctly though.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That comes from, you know what I'm saying, experience though. And sometimes one event might not make you learn the event. Sometimes you got to go through some shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through something more than once to learn it. You know what I mean? So correctly, I can't say. But differently, yes. They're not going to do the same ish. I'll tell you that. Somebody that's been through something and it traumatized them to some extent, psychologically or physically maybe. Like, you're not doing the same thing. So do these men that has been through scenarios that they had to heal from, do they see it differently? Yeah, they do. Sometimes they might go from one extreme to the other. You gotta be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being real. Like, you know, you could totally, you know what I'm saying, negate relationships completely. Like, we have men that do that because they got heartbroken. And that's not correctly. But that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just reality. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't, you know, some people flip the pancake all the way over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just whole new side. We fried it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But, you know, when you go through, you know, events that you experience that you don't like and you don't want to experience again, you do things differently. But you have to check yourself if you on your damage-o-meter and find out if you doing it way too much or not at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be a balance to the scenario. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's always, you know, it's always a self-reflection in a traumatized event. People don't like doing that, but it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it is because, you know, sometimes it could rely on you. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Sometimes it couldn't. Sometimes it has to think like, was it a decision that you make? You know what I'm saying? Was it a person that you should have avoided? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so if you generalize the whole scenario, you would look at that whole decision, and then anything that which will result in a trigger, anything that happens in that genre will be totally obsolete to you. And that's not necessarily good. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't avoid the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking certain instances, of course, to the shoe fits, right? But that men that have been through something, if they have the intelligence and the maturity to understand the fact that, okay, maybe this relationship, let's just say relationship to be simple, an example. Maybe this relationship that I've been through, even if it was heartbroken, maybe I need to look into some of the things that I did, you know what I'm saying, to let that happen. I've said this before, like I had a heartbroken relationship, and that it triggered me with women with attitude and all that other type of stuff. But I said in past seasons, my brothers know, that my part about it is that I chose her. That was my part. I chose her. I didn't have to choose her. I could have vetted some more and been like, nah, you don't really fit with me. But just because I wanted to fill the slot, I chose her. There you go. Years go by. I have this thing. So I can't blame it on her entirely. You know what I'm saying? And so now, anybody that opposes me in my thought process, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. I need somebody to fully ride with me. See, that's being too much. Even though that I might be healed from the scenario, I might not be thinking correctly. I'm definitely thinking differently, though. So I don't know, that's just my first spill on it. I'll let y'all have it.
But that's crazy,
that's
man.
How I feel, though.
That's crazy. I'm glad you mentioned triggers, Jay, because that's exactly what I was thinking as you were talking. But to think about those triggers, bro, those triggers could let you know you're not as healed as you thought. And when you realize that, you can go into a whole nother phase of like square one, bro. Yeah. Like you can really get back to square one when you was in that bad state of mind. But it can also flip, and it can make you work harder at your healing. But that's completely up to you. That's entirely up to you. But those triggers could be man. It's like it's like a revelation. Like, bro, what is, you don't know. And the reason why I'm kind of passionate about this right now, because I've been there where I'm thinking that, okay, I've had this time to get past this, and then bam, I'm right back because of that trigger, because of that thought, because of that feeling, because I see this person, because I'm in this situation again, and I thought I was okay. And then going back to square one can be up.
Well, let me say this though. I don't think triggers are a bad thing.
No. I don't think they're a bad thing.
Triggers.
Yeah.
But so I'm just in retrospect what you're saying. I'm just trying to. I don't think triggers are a bad thing. I think the reaction to them determines where you go with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I mean? Everybody has a trigger because if you had a traumatized event, even if you don't think you had anything to do with it, when it relapses some type of way, per example, or per the person, or per the scenario, or the date that happens, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody, like a family person dying. You know what I'm saying? They died close to a certain event that you remember. That event come back, that's the trigger event. You see what I'm saying? That date might happen again. But you being like, oh, I can't do anything today because it's the day of, is your reaction. You see what I'm saying?
Good point, yeah.
Or you can be like, okay, yeah, I remember this thing happened. That's messed up. But I'm not going to let it overwhelm me. I'm going to try to get it back. See, that's a different reaction to the trigger. So I agree with you on a certain aspect. Some people are not, per the trigger event, are not fully over what they're doing by their reaction to it. If your reaction is like all over the place, then you're not fully over what you're talking about. But everybody's going to be triggered because of a key indicator of the event. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything. It could be the date. It could be the time. It could be the person. It could be a person that looked like the person that hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has a trigger on something that happened in their life. They have a trigger. That's just it. That's what forms. You know what I'm saying? But the reaction to it is how you know where you're at with it. You know what I'm saying? And you could live a positive life from after that trauma event, but the way you think about the trauma event and how you're handling it may not be the correct way to do it. It's definitely a different way, but it's not a correct way. It might not be. That's all I'm saying. It's a fine line, though.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
You know what I'm saying? That's just...
Exactly.
Can you say that again, Jay? Say what you just said again.
Okay. When you have everybody's going to have a trigger. It's automatically developed from the traumatic event. Mm-hmm. The traumatic event might not even be your fault. It's just a traumatic event. But the trigger automatically forms because of you linking it to something. Date, time, person, reflection, characteristic, something, right? Mm-hmm. So when that trigger happens, your result determines how much you're over the situation. And sometimes you can go and live a positive life. Like you can go ahead and be like, you know, I got out of the traumatized event and I'm doing okay with myself right now per the traumatized event because, you know, whatever could have happened. But I'm doing okay. But when that reflection happens, you might be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here, but I'm totally okay with it. Like, you know, I random people like, I don't want to talk about it. That's not it. I'm cool. Like, they're fine. But when that happens, they're like, da, 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 da. I don't want to do that straight. And you see them kind of, you know what I mean? That means you're thinking differently about it. That means you avoiding it. You're over it. You're done with it. On that part, I'm talking about time frame. But you're not done with it here. You know what I'm saying? So you're indeed thinking about it differently, but you might not be thinking about it correctly. You know what I'm saying? And some people go into therapy for said causes.
Yeah, so how much does that affect the healing process? How much does that affect the healing process overall, Jay?
What do you mean?
Just like if you're kind of deflecting away from from having those thoughts. You're trying everything you can so you don't take your mind so your mind doesn't go back to whatever traumatic situation. You know what I mean?
Right. People are doing that.
Right.
People
So
are doing that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So how does that overall? Are you trying to heal? Even if you're doing that, if you're trying to be completely void of those, if you're trying to be completely void of those thoughts and doing your hardest to not have that, to not reflect on that, are you depriving yourself of healing? Because sometimes you got to deal with shit so you can get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That is. But the way you're getting over it is the way you're getting over it. See, that's the thing. Your way of getting over it might not be the way of getting over it. That's why people seek an outside way of thinking, because your way might not be the right way. You know what I'm saying? So you might be like, all right, I'm studying, I'm trying to do this and better for myself. But when that trigger comes back and you like, you all start getting crazy, and then you start pinpointing people to the trigger. You start attaching it to things and everything. All of a sudden it start webbing and virusing from your trigger, your reaction. You know what I'm saying? That means it's something not entirely too fixed on that. So what people do is seek another alternative way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's from an outside box. You know what I'm saying? And that's what therapy is. It's somebody not attached to you, that's not kindred to you, that doesn't advocate for you, that's going to tell you exactly what it is from a other point of view. And sometimes people need that. You know what I'm saying? Because the way you heal might be okay, but you need some more work. And you probably only could go so far, or you probably ain't solved it at all, but you might think you did. See, it's you know what I mean? So it's you know, it depends on what it is, though.
Yeah, then there might be people who refuse to seek that other help. Go ahead, Busy.
Right, yeah.
B. Halil said, I agree, JB. It's like the stages of grief. Soon after the loss, you're sad. As time has passed, when the anniversary of that loss occurs, you're much more composed and at peace with the situation. That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah. All right,
today is Sunday. So I'm reminded of an event that happened in the Bible. In the Bible, the Holy Bible.
Okay.
So there's a blind man,
all right,
that was by Bethsaida, a town called Bethsaida, and he was blind and could not see. And Jesus, according to the Bible, he he spit in the man's eyes, and he said, "Okay, now what do you see now?" He said, "I see men as trees walking." And then he said, "Okay, well, let me lay hands on them again." And then he said, "Now I see men clearly." So I'm just using that as a measuring stick of the difference between seeing things differently and then seeing things correctly, like what you was talking about, Jay. So he saw men as trees walking. That means he didn't see them clearly. So he saw a difference because he couldn't see at all. He saw something, but he couldn't see clearly. He needed another touch. He touched him again, and then all of a sudden he said, "I see men as men," and that means I see men clearly because he was restored. His sight was restored to him. So if a man is healed and he sees things differently, that is one component of the process of being healed. To see things correctly, that takes practice. You only practice when you're healed, though.
Yeah.
When you're not healed, you're not trying to face it at all. You're trying to escape from it. That's why you need someone to help you with the situation that's more skilled at getting you to the place of correction.
Got it.
When I think about something that's being correct, I think about it being precise and clear. It is clear that 2 + 2 is 4. It is very clear that 1 + 3 is 4. It is very clear that 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4. It's very clear. Different looks, the same answer. Doesn't matter how you slice it, how you cook it. So at the end of the day, a man that is healed is a man that is able to see things differently, and that's able to see things in a more correct manner because he is healed. If he was not healed, he'll do what Jay talking about, which is, "Oh my God, I don't want to talk. I don't even want to talk about it. Right? I don't even want to think about it." That's a person that is not as healed as they would like to be. They still might be in recovery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But healed mean that it's done. And if you get to a healed state, I like what you said, Jay, about triggers. There's nothing wrong with the triggers, man. They're gonna happen. You can be triggered off of a commercial. Be like, "Oh my God, anything can trigger you. It's levels. Anything can trigger you. But the thing about it is, can you stand on the principles of how you've been healed from the traumas and things that you've been through? A man, ladies, if you talk to a man about himself and he traces his pain and hurt, and it goes back to something that a woman has done to him, you need to listen to that man. Every man has had some type of experience with a woman that wasn't good. And it could be from family to a relationship with someone romantically on down. And if that man has healed from that, he starts speaking differently. He starts acting differently. His moves are different. They're not the same. I think I'm just gonna case it as one big answer to say yes. I think that a man that is healed, he can see things differently and he can see things correctly. Because a healed man is going to go through the process of what it takes to see things clearly. It's not going to be fluff. It's going to be what it is. That's how you know he is good, because of the way he moves is a representation of the healing. It's a direct correlation of the healing. Man, I used to be like this, dog. Now I don't even do that no more. He healed. The dude is like, it's not even worth it. And he's better off because of it. If someone is in the process of they're healing, they're in the process of it, that means that they still need that. They still need that guidance. It's nothing wrong with that. That's why we have friends. That's why everybody has a friend that they can confide into and have deep conversation with, because they're in the process of it. We don't think about it that way. We look at it like, oh, this the homie. But no, the homie is my counselor too. The homie is somebody I learned from too. The homie is somebody that I watch carefully, because I'm careful about the people that's in my space, because I'm healed. Because when I wasn't healed, anybody could be in my space to do whatever they wanted with me, because I had no boundaries. Check people who don't have boundaries. If a man don't have no boundaries, you can trace it. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Hey, fellas, can I get real quick?
Sure.
All three of us have been in since as long as all of us have been brothers, we've all seen each other have to go through a healing stage. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask both of you, and then y'all can ask this of each other. So, at what point do you think that all three of us saw us heal, and then start responding correctly? Do y'all remember at what point maybe where we might have all just like, oh, okay, Rob got it. Oh, busy straight. You know what? Jay good now. Do y'all remember at what point we caught that with each other?
You want to go, Jay?
Yeah, I think it's what was Tay saying now. I think it's the indication of when the evidence of your healing starts to be noticed. You know what I'm saying? When when you start preaching the evidence in a, you know what I'm saying, in a positive note, you're not deflecting it, but you know what I'm saying, you're producing the right effect of it, of being healed. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying that now I'm in this certain place. You're not like, you know what I'm saying, you're not still, like I said, you're not still deflecting it or whatnot. That indication from you healing to being healed is how you explain how you're off on the situation now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I no more do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can actually say that on both sides though. So what I was gonna say to you, because I think we're saying it on different sides of the fence. I think what you're saying is correct. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying it if in the fact of knowing that you're fully healed or not. So the question is, you got to know if you're fully healed or not, and that's how you would know. Is by the results of it. You know what I'm saying? And by the reaction of it. So to answer your question, Rob, to the reaction of how that trigger happens to you and how you preach that you're over it, you know what I mean? And you're preaching the essence of we can be in agreement of that, then you might be fully healed from it. But if you still have the residue of the event itself and you're still reacting accordingly, then you might be still healing. You might not be healed, even though you might be telling yourself you are.
That is the precise difference. That's why the question is, do healed men, not men that are healing.
Right.
Do healed
I
men.
Was answering
it. Yeah, I got you. I'm just my part of it is just bringing it all together as it's already done. The work is done. The process is done because you're healed from it.
Yeah.
Restored, healed, the whole thing. It's in the same vein. So like, and to answer your question, Rob, when I saw, again, I will piggyback, and I'm not trying to be echo chamber, but I will piggyback. When I seen the way the both of you moved, I'm like, okay, I could tell when you were healing or healed or whatever. I could tell what stage you are in based on how you move in your life. You could have told me anything. It's been plenty of times both of y'all talked to me, and I was like, bullshit. To myself. I'm like, that nigga lying. And then he got my work. He got my work. You know what I'm saying? And same here. Same here with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, no, you still hurt. You still hurt. I could be honest about myself and say, I probably said. I said, I was in a conversation with Rollo. I'm like, just yet moments. Me and you in the car, Rollo. Having, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, like nothing. That boy Tay he's still upset. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say it under my breath as I sip.
That nigga still mad. He is still upset. It's until y'all noticed. It's until y'all noticed the way. It's until y'all noticed the way I was moving, the decisions I was making, and how precise they were. You was like, yeah, he cool.
All right.
Because did you gain any? Did you gain any like satisfaction from knowing me and Jay saw it in you?
Yeah, because I felt safe with my brothers. I didn't know, you never exposed me.
Yeah.
Y'all brotherly love covered me. So I'm like, I felt comfortable enough, because there were times where I wouldn't say anything, but I was comfortable enough to be like, I can say
I'm
this.
prone to do that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right. Exactly. I mean, and we all are at some level. So the thing about it is, the action speaks louder than the words. Yeah. So the way what I was doing, how I was doing it was like, yeah, y'all like, okay, he cool. The way you were doing things, how you were doing things, Rollo, okay, he's straight. Okay, this right here, he's still working on it. But grace. We talked about giving grace, giving men grace. We had to give each other that. You feel me?
Yeah.
In order to get to the point of being healed in certain things. When you're healed of something, you don't have to second guess yourself.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have to second guess myself. See, that's how you know you healed, man. That's how you know you are restored. Because it operates in the same vein. But that's how you know that you are healed, because you don't have to second guess yourself. You know what you know. You know it to be fact. You know it to be fact for you. And you know it to be fact in life. So when that's why you think people want to talk to you or confide into you, because they see you healed. They see the healed place in you. They want to get to that place. They admire it. That's why they like, yo, Jay, I got to talk to you about something real quick.
Yeah.
Healed person to healing person to healed person. What do you think? What are your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Because the perspective is a direct correlation with the healing that has already taken place. There are things that happen in my life I'm not healing from anymore. I'm done. I'm good. I'm good. At some point, the student becomes the teacher. You see what I'm saying? It's that level. It's that graduation day of boys to men. And when a man is healed and he don't second guess himself, he will lead. He will be kind. He will be considerate. He will operate in these things without second guessing it, because he's healed from it. Now there are certain things that a man is healing from, then he got to get the grace until he get to that place. But that doesn't mean that because he's healing from something that he's going to damage you. See, that's how you know ain't nobody healed. Like you, Jay, you said a key point. When it start affecting everybody else around, your trigger reaction is affecting other people around you. Bruh. That's a problem. That's an issue. That's an issue. And you need to seek counsel. What is wrong with seeking counsel? We will get a gym instructor. We will get an accountant for our finances. We will get a doctor for our health. But we will not go to anybody for our introspective healing. Because you're embarrassed of what you went through, but you gotta get over that embarrassment.
Ego too big to realize something wrong with us.
You see what I'm saying? You got to get over that ego, get over that embarrassment and that humiliation, whatever you went through, so you can get the healed place that you need to get to.
What?
That's what it is.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
We continuously try to do it on our own. And it's like, I just can't take it anymore. That's the whole point. That's why you need to give it up. Put it in the hands of someone who can help you with this situation. Helping you change. I'm gonna be transparent. I'm with a new company and I'm doing new tech stuff. And I have new groups of people that I work with. And I'm telling you right now, the last 2-3 weeks, I was frustrated with the way these cats roll, the way they move. I ain't with it. And I started to alter my work ethic a little bit, because I know me, I could go hard, dog, when it comes to working. And I started altering it just a little bit, because I'm like, man, these, blankety blanks, they doing this, lacking and slacking, all that. Okay, well, they're bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do extra work. I ain't about to extra. Then I had to stop. Like, nope. See, I cannot let anyone else disrupt the way I do me. So I had to snap out a bit, like, you know what? last month, I think it started Monday, like last week, Monday or so, probably is when I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to be the change that I want to see in this office. So I started moving differently. And guess what happened? One of my coworkers confided into me about his frustration with work, and I was able to help him stop from quitting his job. He was about to quit his job. Mm-hmm. Now, if I was in the same frustrated place and was like, yeah, man, I feel you, dog. You know what I'm saying, man? I feel like quitting too. I feel like if I was in that mindset, then I would have encouraged him to quit. Mm-hmm. Based on my influence, I would encourage him to quit because of my way I was talking. I had to change. I've been in the game for a decade plus, just like Jay has been. And I'm like, dog, I had to change. Like, yo, I got to get me together. How did I get to where I'm at? Working consistently. Even in the midst of the worst parts that was going on in my life, I still had to completely work, man, to get to where I'm at. And I can't stop just because I'm frustrated with these cats. Nope, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep moving forward. And me keep pushing and moving forward, that whole energy, my man's at my job was able to talk to me privately, and he was like, yo, man, I was seriously thinking about quitting. He's like, he was so happy that he talked to me. I've been knowing these people for less than a year. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I was not healed, I would have never been able to check myself. I would have never been able to hold myself accountable. I would have never been able to you see what I'm saying? That's a person that ain't all the way healed, man. I'm like, okay, this how sometimes you ain't gonna have the entourage in the audience to say you heal. Sometimes you got to stand on business. That's what the new thing is now, standing on business, standing on the truth. Sometimes you got to encourage yourself, man. You got to encourage yourself sometimes and tell yourself, I am who I am. I'm him. Yep, I am. Yep, I am. And this is how I know, because I'm going to keep going. I'm not quitting. Mm-hmm. So when a man is healed, then he can say, you know what? It ain't got nothing to do. I'm not going to blame love and blame relationships because of where I'm at and where I feel right now. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to punish love because I had one bad experience with a woman or whatever the case may be. I'm going to believe in what has always worked, like you talk about, Jay, what has always worked, and I'm going to get back to that space. Sometimes we got to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
I played drums when I was a kid. I played drums for years. I still play in the air. Sometimes cause I ain't got no set here. So I'll be playing in the air. I'll be doing it. But I know once I get on the set, I got some rust to get off me. I got to go back to the basics. Go back to my paradiddles, go back to my rudiments, go back to my time signatures. I got to go back to all those things. But because I love the music so much, because I love playing drums so much, I will go through it and do it because I know that I can play. And it's just for me. It ain't got to be on a big stage. I ain't got to take every talent that I have and put it on a big stage in front of a crowd. That's the same way with your love. That's the same way with your gratitude as a man, or your gravitas as a man. Every woman is not going to be deserving of the type of man that you are when you're healed. Because it's like, yo, man, I'm not where I thought I was. Since this man, the way he talked, that's impact. That's impact. And it's a good thing to be that type of man, a healed man, comprehensive man. That's all we talking about right now. Yeah. The comprehensive man. And that comprehensive man is going to see things clearly. He ain't going to mislead. He ain't going to misrepresent. He going to see things clearly. The first thing he going to do is see things clearly about himself. Then he's going to see things clearly about what's going on around him. The emotional intelligence, social awareness, person awareness, self-awareness. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's my whole little spiel on that. That's all.
Healing requires, a big part of healing requires going back to who you were before. Healing requires going back to who you were before you had the traumatic situation, before you were upset, before you were emotionally.
There you go. Fundamentals. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Everything. Yep. Healing requires you to go back to who you were before that relationship, before that job, before that loss. You just got to go back. That was an awesome point, my brother. Shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Like y'all getting it. Y'all giving us life today, man. We appreciate y'all. It is time, fellas. We about to dive into it. It is time for the feature topic of the week, man. Let's go. Yeah, man. If you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen our promo, you know what it is, man. We about to dive into this one, man. Feature topic of the week is a man who doesn't practice what he preaches worthy of being listened to. Is a man who does not practice what he preaches worthy of being listened to? No.
Go ahead, Rollo. Go ahead and cook, man.
No, man. I mean, and a lot of times when we talk about this stuff, and when we all talk, a lot of things that we talk about amongst each other, we relate it to what we've experienced with a certain thing in our conversations. And I can relate this. I can definitely relate this to myself, man, because and I think especially in the profession I'm in, working in education, it's like you always have to be conscious of who you are. You always have to be conscious in what you do. So I kind of relate this to my profession. And then with this being such a moral type of thing, obviously I relate it to my life. So I think if I say A and do B, not only am I compromising myself, I'm compromising the people around me who look at me in a certain light, who look at me like, yeah, Rob ain't gonna do that. Like, Rob got this together. I can go to Rob for that. And then if I choose A and then go over here to B, I'm just compromising a lot of things that's gonna fall back on me. You know what I mean? That I don't need, I don't want. So I think is a man, and especially today, where everything that's being brought to light about what a man should be and what we should have and all of this, what I'm saying, being true to yourself, standing on your principles, but also being consistent with the way you move is very vital to yourself, and it becomes vital to the people around you, man, in my opinion. People that care about you, people who want you to be that person and know you can be, is very vital, man. So if I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, man, I don't expect nobody to listen to me.
I had a question though, man. Can you give an example of this? You don't want to use?
You saw the thumbnail.
An example
You saw the thumbnail.
Oh, come on, man.
You saw the thumbnail, Jay. You know what the thumbnail looked like, dog. Need I say more? Need I say more?
And then when it comes to relationships, man, that's self-explanatory, my boy.
Take the imagery of the thumbnail and put it in relationship, and there you have it. Vodka and cranberry.
Man, we got so many tabs. We got so many tabs on us today, man. It's crazy.
Come on, Jay. You don't want no. You want none of this? You don't want none of this,
man. Because it seems like all this whole show, man, y'all been men bashing or something. Man.
Oh, really? Really?
No, we not. Come on.
Stop the cap, dog.
It's a very reasonable. It's a very reasonable question.
You playing advocate like a mug.
I'm playing advocate.
Jay,
I'm playing advocate.
And we are three men who.
This whole show has been entitled to men. I don't see why that should be that way.
Idiot, bro. We are having a discussion. About the morality of us.
Right.
Y'all need to switch it up, okay? Y'all need to switch it up.
And us being three men who really try to practice what we preach, we thought it would be okay to talk about this.
What you should say is no.
Right.
All right.
Women do it too.
We gonna all of the craziness we're gonna say it today for sure. All right, look. I listen, man.
Everybody
so
do it, but We just kind of put it on us.
It's going to be all right to give it something to give it some body, right?
Idiot.
It's going to be. First of all, I did a poll. Pause.
You been having too many pause moments. You been having too many pause moments lately.
That was
You had a pause moment on your live last night.
that was crazy, dog.
Hey man, it was all good. It was all good until he said pause after it. Now I'm thinking about it every time he said that.
Give it some body. What was that? Give it some pause.
He said pause.
Pause.
That's funny.
Where is this show going?
I did a poll. I did a poll of this question. So I did a poll.
Think about
Give
the
it
fall.
somebody. I did a poll. Pause. That was too good, dog.
Well, you've never said pause after that. You said that before. You've said that
Gotta
before.
give it somebody. I did a poll. Pause.
But he said that before. Right, he said it before, so I'm trying to figure out why today it's a pause moment.
You gotta hear the whole. It was the whole verse was funny.
It was the setup.
It was the whole statement.
Yeah, it was. It was a bit rocky. Bit rocky, dog boy, right there. Funny. So the poll question, of course, is the future topic question, and 40% said yes, and 60% said no. Men should not be listened to. So, okay, so let's try to choose over here cracking up. See, the thing about it though, there you go. Thank you, Cal. The word poll will be the same. See, may I suggest saying I took a census. Yeah, I did a study.
I did a study.
Much better, Cal. That sounds much better, actually.
Never be the same.
The word poll will never be the same.
I did a census.
So
that's funny.
It's a thing of it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical. So there are times where, and maybe we all could and chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have ever heard somebody tell you what you should do or give you advice, but they don't take their own advice. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever had a conversation with somebody like that. If you put a 1 in the chat if you ever had that. Now, I want to see how many ones we get. The Maleroom Network is gonna put 3 ones on that boy. So Sean Cheese got 1. The Maleroom Network, all 3 of us 111. So that's 4. Now I want you, if you can, I want you to put yourself in that moment of that person talking, and let me know if you checked out. If you mentally checked out when that person was talking and giving you the advice that they don't take, did you mentally check out? Yes or no? I'm asking. Yeah. Did you mentally check out?
Are you asking us? Yeah.
I'm asking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If it was this scenario.
I gave one of those faces on the Maleroom Reacts promo,
like really, it's because what it is it's a person who says one thing and does another. Even if what they're saying is true, I want to bring some context to it. Oh man, so you said y'all. Big Cal said 1. He said I didn't check out, but I entertained the conversation just to see how creative the cap will be. Okay, he did it for entertainment purposes. So this is the thing. Nice. So that's brilliant, by the way. It makes it difficult for a person's message to be received. So it's that thing of don't let your good be evil spoken of. If you ever heard of that? It's like you're what you're saying may be true, but it's hard to receive it because you're not even doing what you said you're gonna do. So it falls on deaf ears. See, that's why I asked, did you check out? Because whatever that person is saying, it falls on deaf ears. You stop listening to them. And so it's the person's responsibility who has the message. It's the person's responsibility to ensure that whatever the message you're giving, that you've used it. If you have actually practiced it, that's why a lot of times when you're in a conversation, you say, from experience, this, and that, right? From experience, I understand. From experience, because you can actually resonate with someone when you've actually done the advice that you're giving them. It's the person who is saying it but does not resonate with action behind what they're saying is where it gets hard for people to receive it. So if I'm not going to entertain that advice because it didn't work for you. Why would I listen to you about something that did not work for you? It didn't work for you. And so we could clearly see that Frank Lucas on American Gangster took his mama to church every Sunday, but Monday through Saturday he raised hell. You see what I'm saying? And it catches up with you. And he was very smart, very articulate. He knew the game. He knew how to get the doogie on the street and all that kind of stuff. But it catches up with you when you're talking double tongue. Bitter and sweet can't come out the same fountain. So how can you be effective? So I don't think that you're worthy of being listened to. That's just my opinion, my humble observation of it. I don't think so. I think that in order for me to really listen and really receive, because that's what you want. You want a person to receive what you're saying. They're not going to be able to, because you're not who you say you are, or you're not doing what you say you're going to do. And that's why we always try to preach now. I want somebody to keep it real. I just need somebody to keep it real. In relationships, everybody wants somebody to keep it real. Okay, ma'am, take the weave out your head, take the fingernails off your fingers, take the heels off your shoes. If you want to be all the way real, no makeup. Be all the way real. Fresh face out the shower. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what kind of semantics are we going to play is what I'm asking. So at the end of the day, it behooves us to be able to back up what we're saying. Like Ali, back it up. Like, okay, you the greatest? Let's see. He knocked out Sonny Liston. Okay, let's see. He took Joe Frazier to distance 3 times. Okay, even then he had a broken door. He came back. Like those type of men are received. You know what I'm saying? I know men in my life that when I grew up and to become a man, men in my life that have impacted my life, I was able to receive what they said because I saw them do it. Like my pop right now, I see him being the man that he talks about with me. That's why he's been in my life for 20 plus. You know what I'm saying? Because I see him being that. And so the worthy part, that's it's up to the person. It's up to the messenger, man. Because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, this is the most highest form, or one of the most highest forms of morality for me. You know what I mean? You can't. I don't see how your mind. I don't see how you can gather enough thoughts to try to lead somebody in a certain direction that you're not going. You know what I mean? I'm not about to tell you to go left when we're trying to go right. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how you even expect anybody to receive your energy in that way. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta sit back and just think about and just sit within yourself. Like, I'm not even doing that shit. What is the deal? Now, I do believe that some people try to speak things into existence. People do try to say things out loud that they might think of, they might not necessarily be doing, so they can really feel they want to put it out there to help them maybe actually do those things or think that way. Now, is it easier to accept that? No, but sometimes people do that. Sometimes people will put things in the air. They will try to explain something to someone because, you know what, I subconsciously really want to do that. I know I should have did this, so I'm going to tell you this. You know what I mean? You may not be in the position you're trying to get somebody to, but sometimes people do put things in the air so they can manifest it for themselves. I will say that. And is that easier? Is that easier to receive if the person knows you? Maybe, but to each his own. Go ahead, Jay.
So they playing make believe or something?
Something like that. Yeah, like they trying to make this move. They trying to think differently. It's just not there yet. So maybe if I say this, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if I give this knowledge to somebody else and they can get there, and then I know I'll get there eventually. You know, it could work, but it couldn't. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this from a left-handed point of view.
Okay.
I think he should be listened to. Because how do you know if he's lying or not? I think this is a vetting question, to be honest. I think this is a vetting scenario. I think that you will not know who the person is until they say what they say and then back it up. Therefore, you know what to listen to and what advice to take, if they're valid or not. So, and I can see this in different facets. Is the reason I'm going this way, because people say a lot of shit. people say a lot of stuff, man. Like people boast they selves up, and I was trying to look at this while y'all were going through y'all monologue. I was trying to look at this from a female perspective. I was looking at it out of those eyes because some women take face value. Some, not all. Some women take face value of what the guy what the guy says, based on how he presents it. I've seen that before. Not saying all women do this, but I've seen that happen. And then, and that's when the promises start being developed, and then the promises don't come through because, what I'm saying, he was lying all the way from the beginning, like he was a wolf in sheep's clothing, that type of thing. Oh yeah, we can do this, and I can do that, and we be like this, and I'll be like that.
Take you on trips,
right, because it sounds great, and that's what they want anyway. And he's pricking some type of thing that they wanted in the first place. So they're like, okay, they'll accept that scenario. And then later find out that, he's not all of what he was cracked up to be. Or the things that really mattered, he didn't produce. He produces everything else. Trips, money. But he didn't produce the rest of it. Like the camaraderie and the companionship. Like he just, he just did the rest. You know what I mean? And I think, at that point, not at that point, but I think taking this topic should be a vetting scenario. So if somebody says something to you, don't let it hit your, don't let it hit your insides as of yet. Just because it sounds great, don't mean, you know what I'm saying? And people need to purge that thought too, because
I agree with that.
Decisions.
I agree.
You agree with us?
Decisions.
You agree? Yeah.
I never said I didn't.
He did it from a different perspective. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Facts. Dang, calm down. I know, man. I'm just joking.
He said, you said it like,
hey Jay, go.
Okay,
hey Jay, go.
Same thing.
Jay, go put a polo on. Go put a polo on. Go put a polo on.
Go put a polo on. Right.
I gotta put a collar on.
So it's like, but because people can prematurely do this ahead of themselves. And people can do this later, too late in the game. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think this is a vetting scenario. I think you should to listen to everybody, but figure out if he's the man that done practice what he preach. That's basically what I'm.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's very important in relationships today, man. Yeah, I think with all of this that's out here, as far as men and women's relationships. This is becoming even more valuable to stand on who you are and stand on what you say. You know what I mean? Especially those that are intentional in building their relationship. I think practicing what you preach is even more valuable. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people, it's so many things out here that's that's dividing men and women, and there's so many things out here about relationships. That one thing that you can stand on, and that at this point, sadly, a woman might look at you like, "Dang, you really on your like you really did that. You said you was gonna do it, and you did it." Like they surprised. It's like a revelation. You know what I mean? That's where we at. You know what I mean? So it's very important.
Yeah, that's true.
Very important. What Big Cal talking about? People don't practice what they preach in private. When out in public, almost everyone is an expert with an opinion. Very well said.
That's deep. That's
very
deep.
well said. And we talk a lot about opinions on this show. You know, your opinion is fine. Your opinion is awesome. Just don't expect everybody to roll with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're on the receiving end of that opinion, don't let it get you all bent out of shape, man.
Yeah.
We're too sensitive nowadays, man. Like the world is too sensitive, man. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that's
because opinion is fact. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why people are bent out.
And law,
because opinion is fact, and law,
and law now.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not law and order; it's law and opinion.
Yeah.
Yep, that's him. Homicide said 3 bodies missing.
Hold on, y'all. Indy. Hold on, y'all. Indy just put a 1 in the chat. What was this 1 for?
Probably.
I forgot what we did.
Yeah, she probably watching. Yeah.
But the last one.
Jay, you made a good point for real about listening with the intent to pay attention to the action, right. Like the vetting part. You know what I'm saying? Because that's actually a very good point. Because the face value piece is so received that people just jump into things without even looking at what that person's process is and what they actually do. And they think like, oh, I can everything they say I love, and then you jump in that. But then when they start doing things that is opposite of what they said, they're like, oh my God, he was crazy. Yeah, you could have waited a little longer to vet. Yeah, that's what you're saying, dog. I got you, dog.
Right. Like just because a man said he wants to marry you, don't mean he all for you.
Right, exactly.
But just because a man is all for you, doesn't mean that he wants to marry you.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
So, based on your vetting, based on the person's vetting process,
you gotta vet
you get what you pay for.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like people just they see, like I said, seeing is believing now.
Yeah.
Seeing is believing, and opinion is fact. So it's like, you know, people give their opinion about themselves, and they come in a certain way. You're supposed to believe that. That's why, I mean, we do a lot of exterior design now, dog. Like, we look at everybody the way they are, you know what I'm saying, but not how they built.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
You start talking to people for a longer time, you starting to see that they're not even half as close to what they're projecting.
Mm-hmm.
They might be projecting organization, and they're chaotic in their head.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But that's your vetting process, though. That you have to sit and be like, okay, you all about, let's see. Just like you said earlier.
Yeah.
And because everything is going to, all dark comes to light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all you have to do is just sit and watch it. Don't invest. Don't throw your money on the card table just yet. Just watch the table and see how it's running.
Watch the table. Yep,
you know what I'm saying? Before you have to do that. And a lot of people jump in head first and then bitch about the results. I don't understand.
Big Cow Games. I based it off the character of a person. 2, I have never seen how you all live, but your character as men makes me respect it, so I don't have to worry about whether y'all practice it. I know you do. That's fact. So, and again, that's another part of the vetting. We appreciate you, Big Cal. That's another part of the vetting process. Even with just like listening to people in general. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that could be used as a lesson in general. Like, yo, make sure that you watch the character of someone before you start just diving into everything they say and just taking it in, eating it up like Christmas dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because they could be misleading you in some instances. So
make sure you podcast, bro. They do.
You said what?
They do it with this podcast. They do it with us. You know how many people I say that I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I do a podcast, me and my homies. You know what I'm saying? You know, boys, 3 of us, we do a show called the Maleroom Show every Sunday. And you be like, oh, y'all be bashing women. That's the first thing that people think. Because it's 3 guys sitting there talking about relationships. So evidently, you know what I'm saying? We're back. That's why I made that joke earlier. Y'all
exactly.
Because I made it in retrospect because that's what people be doing.
Absolutely.
They do that to us.
They said
that's all because what you see up front, you think is what it is. But not even knowing that the majority of our viewers are women.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you had to be saying something to keep, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's crazy how people just forefront the whole idea. They do that in relationships and everybody. It's crazy.
We recently had a comment in one of our shows on Maleroom Reacts, one of our episodes. A woman said that we was valid at first until we started getting deeper into the conversation, and then she said, "I see that y'all hate women." Like, really? You reached so deep into an empty bag and came up with nothing. The bag is empty. The bag is empty.
She tried to do a 360, did a 180 turn.
Exactly, dog. Craziness.
Halfway.
Don't make no sense, man. Shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to the chat today, man. Great conversation, fellas. Great conversation. Hey, again, as always, thank you to everybody that has tuned into the live show. And if you did not see us right now, you will see us later, man. As always, make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and yes, we are now on TikTok. Everything is at the Maleroom Network. And of course, like, comment, subscribe to the Maleroom Network on YouTube. We love and appreciate y'all so much. Also, there is a new episode of the Maleroom Reacts that will be airing tomorrow, December 4th, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure y'all check us out on that. And we thank y'all so much for all the love and support. Continue to hit us up on our email at the Maleroom313@yahoo.com. Also, again, this Wednesday is the last day we will be accepting emails for the Maleroom After Dark panel. So if you would like to be on the panel, make sure you hit us up by Wednesday. After that, that's it. We're cutting it off. And we're about to get ready to rock, man. So Thank y'all so much, man. Fellas, what you got for the people?
That's it. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to the rest of the episodes, man. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The After Dark series, just the shows that we're going to come with, I think it's going to be more. I was talking, just to expose something real quick, I was, if I could, I was talking to Tay, and we was having a private conversation. I was explaining how the fact that, people don't have, we got time to do, we barely have time to do the things we need to do. We don't have time to have fun, smile, laugh, joke, and all that type of stuff, and probably enjoy life. So, I'm dedicating the rest of the show to the camaraderie part. You know what I'm saying? Like, on my own dedication to the viewers and the fans, just an appreciation, man. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do my thing. And hopefully we can, bond in the effect of laughter and just being as one. You know what I'm saying? So,
for sure.
That's what I'm looking for the rest of the show.
For sure.
Appreciate
man,
that, brother.
I am for sure, man. I just want to say to everyone, as always, I love everyone that is watching us, those that are not. Hey, man, I just hope that we all, do our thing, man. Get it together, you know what I'm saying, and become better versions of ourselves day by day. You know what I'm saying, and build our relationships up the way they need to be, and go from there. But especially enjoy life, have fun. Enjoy life. Have fun, man, and enjoy moments with your special people, man. Like, always check on each other.
Yeah.
Check on each other. You know what I'm saying? Check on your family. Check on your peoples. Just do that. You know what I'm saying? Because life is short, and it's too much going on, man. It's too much going on.
Yeah.
And so the people that you have in your lives that are important, man, keep those people, man. You know what I'm saying? Protect those. Protect those that love you, and protect those that don't know they need protection. Man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and one more thing. Season 3 of Coffee Conversation has not started. Somebody thought that they were missing season. They thought they was missing Coffee Conversation episodes. You're not missing anything. Okay.
Dang.
Season 3 has not started yet. Yeah. So it will be announced at the second half of our season of the Maleroom Show. Trust me. But Coffee Conversation has not started yet. We're good. Y'all ain't missing nothing. Yeah, man.
Y'all ain't missing yet.
Y'all ain't missing
nothing.
It's coming. It's coming for sure. It's coming.
We love y'all, man. Mail carrier.
That means somebody was in the morning, when Saturday morning, waiting like.
They was ready. They was in there like, where you at?
But yo,
it's coming. Hey, we love y'all. We out. See y'all next week, man.
we love everybody too. Look at the love. Look at the love. Look at the love. Look at the love.
Love.
Let's go.